There's actually been studies like done by Harvard that say when we hear things in the form of a story, we actually remember it more than 20 times than if we came in and we said 18% of customers are identifying this as an issue, right? And if, okay, here's a bullet of stat, and those are very meaningful. But yeah, telling that story really brings it to life, and they're going to remember that. So that's the idea of representing the voice of the customer. There are stories that are individual stories, but then there are stories that are broad. There are themes that happen all throughout these customer interactions. How important is like the role of emerging, like the role of AI, right? Using Gemini, right, on your own products and your own customer base and all those interactions. And has that become a really big tool and opportunity to tell that story or tell the data?
AI is transforming how we approach these things. And as I'm sure it is for everyone and everyone who'd probably be listening to this podcast, especially from the perspective of insights, I think it unlocks so much more value out of the insights. We can move so much faster. Just to give you an example, I remember if we wanted to really deep dive on like a certain issue and we maybe would have, hey, we're going to take 100 or 1,000 cases that we've received and we're going to have some agents go through and manually classify them X, Y, or Z. And that would take a week or more, and it's prone to error. We will now get that in seconds, feeding it through AI. You're able to use AI to better cluster and find the insights, especially maybe the ones that are not the top line ones. So things that maybe would be lurking beneath the surface that are somewhere in the middle of the pack or longer tail that you wouldn't have otherwise found. Able to use AI also just to do better issue detection in real time. It's tough to be always on as a human and checking all things, but that's something that AI is really good at. In many ways, we're just getting started with that. I think it's really powerful. Certainly from a voice of the customer perspective, it's powerful. And it's democratizing how we think about this. The truth is, it's not just the customer support organizations who have these powers. So it allows many other parts of the business to come in to that picture and into that narrative. And we see a lot of folks coming through and wanting to look at our own data and run their own kind of analyses on it. And that's actually great. Like we then are able to people pull from us instead of us pushing out. So I think these are all benefits that I've seen just on the insights side of AI.